Oh, do you know who Winter is?
Yeah.
Did you?
Well, I heard of her only because of you.
Yeah. Well, she wrote fanfic of me and Rye.
I'm sorry, what?
It's really good, actually.
Can I read?
Yes.
Do I want to read it?
It's like not bad.
I don't want to read it.
Okay.
Do
I mean, it
wanna
is pretty
read it?
long.
I don't want Do I want to read it?
I think you should read it.
Okay, let me read it.
Please
Can
send
I
it to
make
you.
Ray read it out loud, please?
No, you can't show it to Ray.
For why?
Because just like this is take this as like the whole love thing. Like you
But
only
you're
told
like
me.
my best friend, and he's my male best friend. So it's so hard. Okay, I won't tell him. Fuck Ray. Who is that? I'm gonna fuck that horn.
It's really long too. Oh wait, what's your state ID?
11027.
11027. Okay, I sent it to you in your documents. I put Winter as a name.
Do you want me to read this out loud or in my head?
Honestly, you can read it out loud. I want to see your reaction.
Okay, hold on. If you want to see my reaction. I'm gonna read this with Cam on chat. Are you guys ready? For why? Huh. Riker didn't overthink things. Who the fuck is Riker?
It's right.
Oh. At least, that's what he told himself. But the truth? He'd been thinking about... That's such a shit name.
You know, Riker and Maeve are actual people though?
Yeah, Riker's the cop that wanted to fuck me. And
wait, you
me.
know
And, like, he wanted to fuck me with my mask on.
Oh!
Yeah. He's a freak, so this fits. And Maeve is the cop that is, dealing with Helen's case.
Oh. You know, I'm gonna have to tell Winter to change the names probably. Okay.
Yeah, I can read you the messages that Riker sent me. He's crazy.
Oh!
He'd been thinking about Maeve for longer than he was willing to admit out loud. Alright, this horn is pissing me off and I'm gonna kill that person. It was obvious. He never made it obvious. Oh, it wasn't obvious, okay? Apparently I can read. It wasn't obvious. He never made it obvious. He just noticed. The way she moved through a room like she didn't realize people were watching. This is true. This is real. You move through a room and everyone watches you because you're so hot. The way her emerald toned hair caught the light just enough to pull his attention every single time. Wait, this is very well written.
It is.
The way she looked at him sometimes, like she almost knew. He never acted on it. Oh my god, I'm kicking my feet! Not because he didn't want to, but because he knew once he did, there was no going back to whatever this was now. Not gonna lie, this is better written than you guys'
No,
smut. This
was
smut
so
is fire.
It gets better. Go.
And Riker didn't do things halfway. Oh! He made the call anyway. The phone rang once. Twice. And then... Hello? Who the fuck is Ren?
It's, they're friends.
Ren's voice came through. Light. Alert. Riker leaned back slightly, one hand running through his hair as he got straight
not our first date, by the way.
Okay, who's Ren?
It's winter.
Oh. There was a beat of silence. Not confused, no, not hesitant. Then a small, barely contained laugh. Oh, she cut herself off, clearly smiling now. It's her girl. Riker's jaw tightened just a little, but there was no real denial in him. Yeah. I knew it, she said quickly, a little too pleased with herself. You could hear the grin in her voice. You don't call asking for a helicopter unless you're trying to impress someone. He huffed out a quiet breath through his nose. It's not about impressing her. Ren hummed, unconvinced. Sure. There was a pause then. 50K. Riker let out a short, disbelieving laugh, shifting in his seat. You're joking. I'm not, she said, still amused like she was enjoying this more than she should. Then softer teasing. Unless you want me to call Hilton for you. Who's Hilton?
It's Hugh, Winter's boyfriend.
Oh, okay. They made him pause. I will call him. Exactly, she said, satisfied. Don't mess it up, by the way. Riker didn't answer that. Didn't need to. Ren already knew. The line clicked dead. His phone barely left his hand before it rang again. Hilton. Riker answered, leaning forwardly slightly, this time elbows resting against his knees. Yeah. Took you long enough, Hilton said, voice steady, familiar. Riker's lips twitched faintly. Didn't realize I needed your approval. You don't, Hilton replied, but you don't ask for my helicopter unless it matters. There was a pause. Not awkward, just knowing. Maeve, Hilton added. Riker's gaze dropped for a second, jaw tightening before he answered, yeah. A quiet exhale came through the line, almost like a laugh. Finally, Hilton muttered. Riker leaned back again, tilting his head slightly. Don't start. I'm not, Hilton said. Just surprised you stopped watching and decided to actually do something, that is crazy! That hit a little too accurately. Riker's grip on his phone tightened just slightly. I'm doing something now. There was a shift in Hilton's tone after that. Less teasing, more serious. Yeah, I can tell. A beat. Then without hesitation, you've got it. Riker stilled for half a second. That easy? You don't ask for things like this unless you mean it, Hilton said. And you don't look at someone like that unless you're already in too deep. Silence, then quieter. Just don't waste it. Riker's eyes flicked up, something more focused settling in his expression now. I won't. And that was it. No second guessing, no backing out. Just a decision finally catching up to him. Because after all this time of holding back, of keeping Maeve just wouldn't reach, but never crossing that line, Riker wasn't going to hesitate anymore. Not with her, not now. The helicopter cut cleanly through the night, steady, controlled. Just like him. Los Santos stretched endlessly beneath them, lights bleeding into each other, distant and unreal. The kind of view people usually talk through. Maeve didn't. She sat angled towards the window at first, one hand resting lightly against the glass, eyes taking everything in. Calm, composed, but not untouched. Riker noticed the small things, the way her fingers tapped once, twice against the surface. The slight shift in her posture where she realized how high they actually were. The way she felt it, even if she didn't say it. He didn't look at the city, not once. You've been staring this whole time, Maeve said, still facing the window. Her tone wasn't shy, it was aware. Riker leaned back slightly in his seat, one arm resting loosely, completely at ease. Yeah. She turned her head just enough to look at him now, one brow lifting. At the view, I hope. A beat. No. It wasn't playful, it wasn't even softened, just honest. Maeve held his gaze for a second longer than necessary, like she was deciding what to do with that. Then she turned fully toward him. Good to know I've been the main event, she said lightly, but there was an edge to it. Control. Riker's jaw shifted slightly, like he liked that answer more than he should have. You always were. That landed. You could feel it. Maeve didn't look away this time, then deflected. She leaned back into her seat, slower now, deliberate. So all this, her eyes flicked briefly around the helicopter, the skyline, then back to him. This is you finally deciding to do something about it? Riker watched her for a second, then leaned forward slightly, reaching toward the controls. The helicopter steadied even more. Autopilot! Maeve's eyes dropped from his hand for just a second, then back up to his face. That feels intentional. It is, he said. And then he didn't look away, not even for a second. The space between them shifted. It wasn't big, but it felt smaller. He leaned back again, but this time, his focus didn't leave her, not her eyes, not her mouth when she spoke. I've wanted you longer than I should have, he said, quieter now, but more direct. I just didn't think you'd let me. Maeve's lips parted slightly, but she didn't rush to answer. She studied him instead, like she was measuring him against something. You didn't ask, she said. Simple, controlled. That was her move. Riker exhaled slowly through his nose, something in his expression tightening just slightly, not frustration, restrained. He shifted forward again, closing the distance by just enough to matter. Would you have said yes, he asked, voice lower now. Maeve didn't move back, didn't even lean away. Instead, she tilted her head slightly, eye locked on his. You're asking now. That was it. That was all it took. Riker's hand came up, slower this time, like he was giving her every chance to stop him. His fingers brushed her jaw, firm but careful, guiding her face towards his. Maeve let him, but she didn't go soft. Her hand came up just as quickly, resting against his wrist, not pushing him away, holding him there, controlling the pace. You're not the only one who noticed, she said quietly. That shifted something, not in the moment in him. You could see it in the way his grip tightened slightly at her jaw, not rough, certain. Yeah? He murmured. Maeve leaned in just enough that their breaths mixed, her voice barely above a whisper. You just took longer to do something about it. That was the last line, the last bit of distance. Riker closed it. The kiss wasn't hesitant. It wasn't rushed either. It was controlled, intentional, like everything he'd been holding back finally had somewhere to go. Maeve met him instantly, not surprised, not unsure. Her fingers tightened slightly against his wrist before sliding up, gripping lightly at his sleeve, pulling him closer like she wasn't about to let him set the pace alone. That changed everything. His other hand moved to her waist, pulling her into fully now, closing whatever space was left between them. Not pretending, not holding back. The city blurred beneath them. Didn't matter.
Oh my god, he's calling!
All that mattered was the way she responded, the way she leaned.
Keep going, Hazel.
Oh. The way she leaned into him instead of away.
Oh,
The way she didn't give up control, even as she gave in. That balance, that's what got him. Maeve, he said, against her lips quieter now, rougher.
oh Lord.
Her answer came just as steady. Don't stop. It wasn't soft, it was a decision, and Reckon didn't hesitate.
Bro, I showed her the fanfic.
Well, I can't lie, this is very well written.
It's very well written.
This is actually so good.
King of the clown soul, haze in my blood. Every plan I make, leave the block in a flood. Slip out of cuffs like they ain't even locked. PD, catch me once, then I'm already dropped.